It's a horrible rainy day. I'm down in the basement with a bunch of tools, bags of trash, and a Peloton. It's time for Peloton movie reviews. Today's movie, Looper. The basic setup is Joseph Gordon-Levitt plays a hitman who kills people from the future who are sent back to him because in the future it's very difficult to carry out murders and dispose of bodies because the bodies are tagged or whatever with probably the microchips that are getting injected in all of us. Just kidding, I don't believe that. Twist, JGL is going to have to kill his future self in order to close the loop and keep people from figuring out all the crimes that have been committed. The reason I exercise as much as I can, and I don't do a great job of it, but is that I was a very fat little kid. A lot of body dysmorphia to this day. But one thing that happened to me, I actually interviewed Joseph Gordon-Levitt, star of Looper. We're exactly the same size. I mean, he's in much better shape than I am. But we are like height, overall frame, same size. That surprised me. First appearance of Bruce Willis as old Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Question is, do you believe Bruce Willis is old Joseph Gordon-Levitt or young Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Bruce Willis? I do. Emily Blunt shows up with a shotgun 45 minutes in outside a cornfield. Great. This is a good movie thing. If you have a barn and a stranger in need shows up, you make him sleep in the barn. Okay, prediction, and I might be wrong. The little kid who won't kiss his mom, Rainmaker. Bullseye! Such good screenwriting, one step ahead of me. Not 5 steps, not 3 steps behind. Rian Johnson, way through Looper. I was gonna try to do the same thing. I'm too tired. I'm averaging 160. I'll be back for the second half of Looper. And I'm back in the basement for the second half of Looper. I just want to point out, someone has left a huge bag of trash in the seat where I usually record these things. The pace of the movie is stepping up a little bit. That's great for Pelotoning. That might help me get up to an average of 170 or so. When I talk about that, I'm talking, of course, about the output. Also, Bruce Willis just got chased into a location in the movie known as Whore's Alley. The middle section of this movie gets a little bit slow. There's some stuff I feel like they can maybe cut. So Emily Blunt just starts making out with JGL, aka Young B-Dubs, aka Joe, which I don't feel was totally set up, but it's fine. Good looking guy. She's also TK, which is a thing that they set up a long time ago and I totally forgot about. The kid who we thought was maybe the Rainmaker, Sid, is very TK. Woo! The thing I love about movie making, a little bit of just like a frown on the little boy's face as he hugs Joe, brings all of this stuff together that I wasn't sure was going to come together. But that just brings the whole emotional loop around. Now let's move the trash aside and have a chat about Looper. What I look for in a Peloton movie review, in a Peloton movie rather, is a movie that will really keep me motivated on the Peloton. I want it to be funny, I want it to be surprising, invigorating, just keep the adrenaline going. Fight scenes help, scares help, anything that keeps me motivated. Shang-Chi was a very good Peloton movie review. I'm not saying Shang-Chi is the best movie ever made, but it's a very good high-octane movie for when you're trying to just keep your adrenaline going. Looper is a little cerebral and slow in that regard. I can't really recommend it as a Peloton movie. I did 160 for the first part and about 172 for the second part. There were a lot of just like sort of talky parts and keeping track of a lot of things, which isn't necessarily great for Peloton. Now, maybe it's my fault for watching this movie on a Peloton and I should have been watching it, straight ahead with my full attention span all in one sitting. That's fair. That's totally fair. But I don't know if I would have liked it that way either. Looper is a time travel movie that kind of turns into a telekinesis movie and then back into a time travel movie. And that felt to me like too many things. Anyway, this has been Peloton Movie Reviews. I'm still surrounded by trash. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, please subscribe and like. If for some bizarre reason you want to follow me on Peloton, I'm TMOLLOY10 in Boston, Massachusetts. See you soon.